आज आपण इथून पुढे बघणार आहोत चेंजेस बाय द इंडिपेंडन्स ॲक्ट. द रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्स ऑफ द प्रिन्सली स्टेट्स who had stayed away from the Constituent Assembly gradually joined it. On April 28, 1947, representatives of the 6 states were part of the assembly. After the acceptance of the Mountbatten Plan of June 3, 1947 for the partition of the country, the representatives of most of the other princely states took their seats in the assembly. The members of the Muslim League from the Indian Dominion also entered the assembly. The Indian Independence Act of 1947 was made the following 3 changes in the position of the assembly. First, the assembly was made a fully sovereign body, which could frame any constitution it pleased. The act empowered the assembly to abrogate or alter any law made by the British Parliament in relation to India. Second, the assembly also became a legislative body. In other words, 2 separate functions were assigned to the assembly, that is, making of the constitution for free India and enacting of ordinary laws for the country. These 2 tasks were to be performed on separate dates. Thus, the assembly became the first parliament of free India in bracket Dominion legislature. Whenever the assembly met as the constituent body, it was chaired by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and when it met as the legislative body, it was chaired by G.V. Maulankar. These 2 functions continued till November 26, 1949, when the task of the making the constitution was over. The Muslim League members in bracket hailing from the areas included in the Pakistan bracket complete withdrew from the Constituent Assembly for India. Consequently, the total strength of the assembly came down to 299 as against 389 originally fixed in 1946 under the Cabinet Mission Plan. The strength of the Indian provinces in bracket formerly British provinces bracket complete was reduced from 296 to 229, and those of the princely states from 93 to 70. The state-wise membership of the assembly as on December 31st, 1947 is shown in the table 2.4 of this chapter. Next point है other functions performed. In addition to the making of the constitution and enacting of the ordinary laws, the Constituent Assembly was performed following functions. First, it ratified the India's membership of the Commonwealth in May 1949. It adopted the national flag on July 22, 1947. It adopted the national anthem on January 24, 1950. It adopted the national song on January 24, 1950. It elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the first President of India on January 24, 1950. In all, the Constituent Assembly had 11 sessions over 2 years, 11 months and has 11 sessions over 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. The constitution makers had gone through the constitutions of about 60 countries, and the draft constitution was considered for 114 days. The total expenditure incurred on making the constitution amounted to rupees 64 lakh. On January 24, 1950, the Constituent Assembly held its final session. It, however, did not end and continued as the Provisional Parliament of India from January 26, 1950 till the formation of new parliament after the first general elections in 1951 to 52. नेक्स्ट पॉईंट आहे कमिटीज ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट असेंब्ली. ह्या आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये बघूया. ओके.